Murder on a Monday Morning. Written by Gianna Roshan. Chapter 1. The First Clue.
It was winter, and snow covered everything. The only thing I could see was the nearby lighthouse, its bright beam flashing across my face. I still had no evidence from the murder scene. Suddenly, Detective Jerry came running towards me, gasping for breath. Clutched tightly in his hand was a DNA report from a hair sample found at the crime scene. I quickly took the report from him, relieved that we had finally uncovered an important piece of evidence. "Whose DNA report is this?" I asked eagerly.
Nathaniel, the air sample belongs to Mr. Smith Patrick. He's a lawyer.
Jerry replied. "A lawyer?" I said in surprise. A million questions rushed through my mind. Why would a lawyer murder an innocent man? Just then, Jerry received a phone call from Mrs. Rebecca Whitson, the wife of the murdered man.
Nathaniel, Mrs. Whitson wants to tell us something in private at her house tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Jerry replied. "Okay," I said. What did she want to tell us? Was it about who killed Mr. Whitson, or when he was murdered? That night I couldn't sleep. I had too many questions, and I wanted answers. Slowly my eyes began to close. Ring, ring. The alarm clock woke me up. "Wake up, sleepyhead," I muttered to myself. My eyes refused to open. I was exhausted from the sleepless night, but I forced myself out of bed. I had no choice. If I failed to solve this case, I would be demoted. I had worked my entire life to become a detective, just like my dad. I couldn't give up now. I needed answers. Later Jerry and I arrived at Mrs. Rebecca Whitson's house. "Good morning, Mrs. Whitson," I said gently. "I am Detective Nathaniel Vance, and this is Detective Jerry Williams. What was it that you wanted to tell us in person?" She slowly sat down, her face filled with sadness. After taking a deep breath, she looked at us with teary eyes. She began.
"Detectives Nathaniel and Jerry, some people at my husband's company accused him of bribing to help sell drugs illegally."
Her voice trembled as she spoke, and the room fell silent. "And where did your husband work?" I asked.
"He worked at a logistics company."
She answered. I turned to Jerry. "I have a feeling we can get some answers from the people who accused him."
Yes, sir.
Jerry agreed. "Mrs. Whitson, thank you for your cooperation. I have just one more question, if you don't mind," I said. "When was Mr. Whitson killed, and how do you know that it was definitely murder?" She took a deep breath.
"He was killed on Monday morning. My husband loved his life and would never take it himself. Besides, he was stabbed in the back. There was no way he could have done that to himself."
As she finished speaking, an uneasy silence filled the room. Something about this case didn't add up, and I had a feeling that the truth would be far more dangerous than any of us imagined.
Chapter 2. A Trail of Lies.
I was still puzzled. "Jerry, didn't Mrs. Whitson say that Mr. Whitson was killed on Monday?"
Yes, that is correct.
Jerry replied. I asked, even if the people who accused him were involved, how does the lawyer Mr. Smith Patrick fit into all of this? Jerry suggested.
That's a good question. Maybe Mr. Whitson hired Mr. Smith Patrick as his lawyer for the case.
Actually, that made sense. Mr. Whitson had been accused of selling drugs, so he could have hired Mr. Smith Patrick to defend him in court. But one question still bothered me. Why would the lawyer kill Mr. Whitson?
"Sir, I'm hungry. Let's get some lunch,"
Jerry said. I replied, "Yes, I'm starving too." After eating some cheeseburgers, we headed to Mr. Whitson's workplace. "Good afternoon, gentlemen. I am Detective Nathaniel, and this is Detective Jerry," I announced. A man as tall as me stepped forward.
"Is this about Whitson's death?"
he asked. He wore an untucked green shirt and had a crooked-looking face. "We would like to question everyone as part of our investigation," I said, showing my detective badge. I entered a room and asked Jerry to send in the employees one by one. The first man entered.
"Monsieur, my name is Louis Dupont from France. I've worked here for 4 years. I know Mr. Whitson very well. He was not involved in the drug business."
He said. "Very well," I replied. "Did you come to work last Monday?"
"No, he was at Mark's party."
"Mark's party? Perhaps Mark worked here too." "Thank you. Next." The next person was a woman.
Hello sir, I am Matilda Becker, from Germany.
Do you have any other jobs? I asked.
No, this is my only job.
She didn't seem suspicious, but I still had questions. Do you know anything about Mr. Whitson selling drugs? I asked.
Oh yes, I thought he was innocent at first, but now I know he was a very bad man.
Did you come to work on Tuesday?
Yes.
What about Monday?
I did not come to work on Monday because I was at Mark's house.
Why were you there?
Because we were watching a new movie called The Godfather.
Oh, that's nice. Were you watching the new movie called The Godfather 4? I asked, trying to confuse her as there was no such movie. She nodded. At once I knew she was lying. Very nice, I said with a smile. I'm sure you are innocent. She gave me a strange grin before leaving the room. After questioning more employees, it was finally the last person's turn. As he walked in, I recognized him. He was the man who had spoken to us when we first arrived. And something about him made me uneasy.